All right, no, everybody. Everybody just relax. Cách, look there. Seriously, just everybody just relax, normal. The only difference is that I'm wearing this and that is there, but nothing changes, okay? Everything still the same as normal, okay? Where's Chum? Chum is not here. Cách. All right. Cách, how are you today?
I'm good.
You're good. You look happy today.
Because nothing special.
Nothing special, so you're happy.
Yeah.
So when something special happens, you're not happy?
I'm still happy. If nothing make me happy.
All right. Mr. Sun, how are you're fine? Today you look less tired than usually.
Yeah.
Okay, so today you didn't. Okay, so the one thing I hate the most about my job is how are you?
I'm good.
You're good? You look happy? See, I find that weird. You look happy, and she's smiling from ear to ear, and he says, "No, I'm not happy." It's like, any special reason you're happy today, or no?
No, just a normal day.
Just a regular day. All right, very good. Mr. Chin.
I'm fine. I'm very fine.
You're very fine. All right. Why? You had a day off today?
No, I'm still off, but it's a regular day.
Okay, so in your job, is there, like, for example, a day where you're busier and days where you are less busy?
Yes.
Which days are you busiest in your job?
Weekend. Yeah.
So on the weekend it's busy. Yeah, okay, yeah, of course. Coffee shops, people go there. More in your coffee shop, are there more foreigners or more Vietnamese people?
Most Vietnamese people.
Most of them are Vietnamese people. All right. But you do meet some foreigners there, right?
Yes, some foreign comes to my coffee shop.
And do you speak to them in English or in Vietnamese?
Of course.
I went to coffee shop many times, and they speak to Vietnamese and me immediately. It's like huh? Really? I don't know. Like my face. I know. So they often speak directly. So when you see a foreigner, you speak in English with them.
Yes.
Okay. Miss Ngọc.
So I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. Always. She's always doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, okay, very good. I like that.
So I do have a little trip in next week.
I'm sorry?
I have a little trip next week to meet her.
Okay, so next week you have to go to Ninh Thuận.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Next week is exam week.
On the weekend.
Okay, so just on the weekend. Why do you have to go to Ninh Thuận?
Just to fun.
Just for fun. Okay, so you see, when you say I have to go, that means, like, for example, your boss told you to go, or like, I don't want to go, but I have to go. So that is okay. So you're going to travel, to relax. Ninh Thuận, that is what city is there in Ninh Thuận? Phan Rang. Phan Rang is Khánh Hòa.
No, Ninh Thuận.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I know the scene.
Did you in your geography exam, did you pass or fail or copy?
I passed.
You passed.
Yeah.
You passed because you knew the answers, or you passed because you copied?
I just remember a little of them, and after that I just write everything I can.
All right, very good, very good. So anyway, so Ninh Thuận, so you're going to travel with your husband? Oh, nice.
With my friends also.
Okay, so it's like a whole group?
Yes.
How many people all in all?
About 7 people.
About 7 people. All right, very good. So that means not all of them are couples.
Yes.
Because
me and my husband is couple.
okay, so just you and your husband are couple, and all the others they're single.
Yes.
Yeah. Single. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but are they boyfriends or girlfriends, or are they just friends?
Yes. Yes.
Just friends.
Yes. And today I am planning to our journey, and I have to pay cost of hotel, cost of bus for 7 people, and I'm broke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Pay to me.
Yeah, but everybody will pay you back, right?
Yes.
So all in all, how much money did you spend?
Maybe there's 2 million for people or for 1 people.
2 million. Remember, never say millions. Okay, just when you say an exact number, only million. Okay, so 2 million per person. Yeah. 2 million per person. 2 times 7, 14 million. Oh. Are you going on a tour?
No.
Okay, so just by yourself. All by myself. All right, very good. All right. Hello, Ngang.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I think today is my relaxing day.
Today is a relaxing day. I remember that in previous days, you had nothing to do, so you were bored. So what's different today? You had a relaxing day.
I have watched several of Friends.
Huh?
I have watched several episodes of Friends. Friends? You know?
Friends. Friends. That is like long time ago. That was a TV. Do you know the TV series Friends?
Yes.
Yeah, that TV series was popular when I was a teenager. Yeah, that was like 1990s, something like that. You watch that now?
I just watched season 3.
All right. And what do you think about it?
I think that I can learn about the accent of the Americans.
Some very deep southern accents. All right. Okay. But yeah, those people are very old now. What's the name of the man, the handsome man in Friends?
Chandler, Joey.
Joey, I think. Yeah. He looks so old now.
Yeah.
Well, he is old. Anyway. All right. Very good. So, how many episodes did you watch today?
About 10 episodes.
10 episodes in one day. Oh my. Well, we call that binge watching. Okay, like binge watching is like when you watch something, several episodes, one after the other. It's like, instead of, for example, Cô Giao 8 tuổi. You know that one? Yeah, okay, Cô Giao 8 tuổi, they have one episode every day. And then people watch one episode every day. But then when you binge watch, you watch like 10 episodes, one after the other. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good. Nice. Are you not tired now?
No, I think it's fun.
Yeah, but if I watch 10 episodes of a TV series, I will look like a zombie. I think I would feel very tired. All right. Why, V? Why are you feeling very shy right now? Is it because the camera is in your face? Don't worry, it will finish in a few minutes. How are you today?
I feel tired.
You feel tired. So she feels relaxed. You feel tired. Why are you tired?
Because I have to go to.
I had to.
Have to.
Had to.
Have
Have?
My math tutor class.
Yeah, but after this class? Huh? After this class, you have to go to a math tutorial class. Oh man. Like seriously? You finish at 7:30 and then after that you go to math class?
Yes.
Well, what time do you finish that?
9:30.
9:30. Oh man, that's a kind of like, that's a full day of studying. Do you like math?
No.
Hey, welcome to my world. Yeah, math. Who amongst you likes math? Nobody likes math. Really? Math is Vietnam's favorite subject.
We have to study, but we don't have.
So it's not like you have a choice. It's like, oh, but you know, a lot of people when I interview downstairs, when I ask them what their favorite subject is, they usually tell me math or physics or chemistry. Nobody says literature or history or geography. Anyway, so you say you have to study. Anyway, that sounds like me in school, yeah, no choice. Anyway, all right, very good. So good luck with your class. After this class, it's gonna be fun. Miss Chum. Yes. How are you today?
Nothing special.
Nothing special. All right. Still a good day or a bad day? A boring day?
I did the same thing from yesterday and today and tomorrow.
So do you find that's what we call that like routine, daily routine, or a routinary lifestyle? So when you do the same thing yesterday, the day before that, today and tomorrow, do you find that boring or not?
Sometimes.
Sometimes boring. I like my routine. Like every morning I wake up the same time, I know what to do next, what next. I like it. For me it's very comfortable, I don't need to think. But most young people, they think like doing the same thing every day is boring. When I was young, I'm still young. So when I was younger, I am 40, I'm still young. But when I was younger, yeah, the same thing. If I had to do the same thing every day, it was boring. Now, I like it. Yeah. Now it's good. All right, very good, Miss Chum. Thank you very much. Mr. Tung, Mr. Fashion Hair. How are you today? Yeah, I'm good. that is like, you know, I've been teaching this class this is our 7th week. You know, every time I ask, how are you today? This is the first time he gives me a primary school answer. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Okay, so I'm good, thank you. So tell me what you did today.
Just have a relaxed day.
A relaxing day. Did you watch Friends too? No. She spent the whole day watching Friends. What did you do?
Play sports.
Play sports. So for you a relaxing day is playing sports. Huh.
My passion.
What sport?
Basketball.
Basketball, you know, is a very interesting game. Now you imagine playing basketball, but take the ball away. What does it look like? You see, just take the ball away. What does it look like? Anyway, basketball. So, but you didn't play basketball the whole day?
Just 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Mr. Sun,
Yeah.
Can you play sports for 2 hours?
Well, no, I need to forget.
Now?
You play badminton 2 hours. Yeah, okay. 1 year.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah, really, I'm so, because you're a little bit older than me, right? Yeah, you're a little bit older than me, and you can play sports for 2 hours.
And
I have 3 times a week. I have to listen to my wife. My wife again the other day, do exercise, and I will say tomorrow. Yeah, but because did you know that tomorrow never comes? Yeah, that's why I don't believe people when they tell me I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes, because tomorrow it will be tomorrow again. So when people tell me, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, no. What day exactly? So not tomorrow. And if tomorrow never comes. Yeah, anyway, all right. So he relaxes playing sports. How do you relax?
No.
No, how do you relax? She watches movies, TV series. He plays sports. How do you relax? Sleeping? Mr. Jin, how do you relax? Playing games, like computer games.
Playing guitar.
Oh, you play the guitar? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, on Friday I will play I will bring my guitar. On Friday I will bring my guitar, and then you'll play some songs for us. Conveniently off. Really? You'll be off on Friday? Why?
I have a show on Friday.
You have a what?
Show, then I play guitar.
Oh, so you will have a performance. Do you play alone, or do you play with a band or something like that?
Then girl from university asked me to play with a band.
Ah, okay. Do you play electric guitar or acoustic guitar? Acoustic guitar. All right, very good. Yeah, I'll bring your guitar next time. And Ngọc will sing. Anyway, all right, very good. Your reports. Long way to go with your reports, Miss Kak. If you continue like this, you will fail again. Mr. Sun, very good, Mr. Sun. Miss Hung, Mr. Chin, Miss Ngọc, Guan An, not here. You forgot your name. And Miss V, there you go. All right, very good, very good. Chăm. Happy New Year, happy birthday. All right, at the back, I attached a sample answer, so you can check that answer. Now, one mistake that almost all of you made was about the topic of these reports. Okay, most of you talk about English and French teachers. Why is that wrong?
Because maybe teacher who from French, non-teacher who teach French language.
Maybe
No.
that teacher teach both English and French.
See, all of you talk about English teachers and teachers of English and teachers of French in Ontario. What is the problem with that? If you can look at the graph again, more specifically, what kind of English and French teachers does the graph show? No. You had like, oh.
Because the basic mistake.
Basic mistake. Any ideas? Exactly, there you go. The graph shows about teachers who have newly graduated, first year teachers. But kind of like if you don't make that clear at somewhere, the whole, you're talking about all teachers. Whether after graduation or teachers who have 10, 20 years experience. All right? So that was a little bit of a problem. Most of you said English teachers got a job very quickly. French teachers did not. But nowhere did you mention the idea that they did not, we're not talking about all English teachers. We're just talking about teachers who graduated in that year, all right? Anyway, and then some of you also kind of like struggle to organize your data, okay? Here the best way, it would be to do it in 3 parts, okay? 3 parts would be the easiest way to organize it, all right? The first part, if you open your books, and look at the graph again in your book. What page is it?
36.
Yeah, on page 36. All right. Take a look again at page 36. All right. The easiest thing would be divided into 3 parts. Now, just look at the graph again, and let's see if you can give me some ideas how to split the information. Anybody? Somebody. What would be the first one? What would you talk about? The first paragraph. What do you think would be a good idea to talk about?
The beginning,
yeah, the beginning. And what is special about the beginning and the next year? Yeah, okay, yeah, the year 2001 and 2002, both trends have a very similar pattern. All right, so the first one is you should write something between 2001 and 2002, because both for English teachers and French teachers, the trend goes down dramatically. Okay, and then after 2002, what happens? After 2002, what happens?
The French language increase.
Okay, yeah, here, some of you got that wrong also. Some of you wrote the other way around. It is the French teachers who increase, not the English teachers. Right? So, yes, so the second one, you should talk about French teachers. All right? Because now, from here on, they follow different patterns. At the beginning, between 2001 and 2002, they follow the same pattern. But from 2002 onwards, they follow a different pattern. So now, it would be better to talk about them individually. All right? So first talk about the French from 2002 until 2007. Now, look at the French. What points would be important to point out here? What years? What years are important to mention here?
2002.
Yep, I mean, yes, we are in 2002. So after 2002, what else is the next important point?
2003.
Yes, 2003, because it goes up. It goes up again. All right? So first it falls and then goes up again. What's the next important point?
2005. 6.
Yeah, 2006. Now, some of you talked about all the points in the middle. About 2006, yes. So the first one is, the first important one would be 2003, then 2006. Okay, because between 2003 and 2006 there is some fluctuation, and then of course 2007, because it is the highest point throughout the graph. All right, so that it makes it easy. One of you wrote by year. And English teachers, French teachers, English teachers, French teachers, English teachers, French. You kept repeating the same structure over and over again. Okay? So it's very difficult to make it easy. Then, third, the English teachers. Okay? And basically, 2000 and again from 2002 to 2007. And what are important mentions here?
2003.
Yes, in 2003, because it continued falling until 2003, and then what else?
2005.
2005, because between 2003 and 2005 it went up a little bit, and then after that, yeah, it fell dramatically. It went down a lot. All right. Okay, very good. So these would have been an easy way for you to organize your information. When I gave you the task last week, I realized that most of you started writing immediately, okay? And that is always a little bit of a problem. At the beginning, spend a little bit of time looking at the graph carefully to see what would be the easiest way to present the data, okay? Because I don't remember who it is, but one of you like wrote year by year, compare French teachers, English teachers. French teachers went up, English went down. And then after that, up, down, up, down. It's very repetitive and very difficult. Anyway, you can compare your answers. I will very quickly go around one by one to check your answers. Let me start here. All right. Where is your... All right, you did it at home, so you included too much information. Okay, you described almost every single detail. And also remember how many is used for numbers. You cannot, when you say how many, we're talking about a number. We're not talking about percentage. All right? So always remember, when we're talking about percentage, in the introduction you need to say something like the graph shows the proportion, the rate, the percentage. You cannot really say how many, because if we know the percentage, we still don't know how many that is. All right? So just keep it simple, like a lot of information here. Amount, again, amount means number. And then I just rewrote. What do you mean here?
The quantity.
Yeah, the plan it doesn't really mean anything. And then here, continue to go up in the next 2 years until 2006. What do you mean? The percentage of French language teachers continue to go up in the next 2 years. Okay, I don't know why I wrote this. Yeah, I don't. Because it's not really necessary, because you're describing all the details. Just go straight from 2003 to 2006. You don't need to go through all the little details. And then this is a factual error. You should write 40%, not 30%. All right. And then here, just a shorter version. Okay. And then you say of the second group, like we don't know which one is the second group, which one is the first group. There is no second first. unless you are describing like the highest and the lowest. All right. Anyway, if you have any questions, check, read carefully. If you have any questions, I'll answer later. Madam, sorry. In the introduction, it's always important that you kind of like give the timeline. What period are they talking about? And then, yeah, just to make sure that it's exactly. And you kept using the simple present. So this is from 2001, 2007. So simple past. Yeah, okay. It's the other way around. The French teachers went up, the English teachers went down. And then here just I rewrote it. Now, this is a problem because basically you just have the introduction overall and like just one small aspect of detailed description. So you need to do a lot more practice so that you can manage your time more carefully. All right? Okay, very good. Miss Ngap. All right, very, very good. If you get time to read, I suggest you read her first and second body paragraph. They are quite well written and straightforward way, which makes it very, very easy to understand. So again, see the same problem, okay? But other than that, marginally means just a little bit, like, but this is like from where is it? Yeah, to 75% from 50%. So that's 25% difference, not marginal. That is a huge difference.
If I use insignificantly,
it means the same. Insignificantly, marginally means the same thing. It means very, very little. That means like insignificantly means no significance, just something that is not important. Okay? So in this case here, it would be better considerably, okay, or significantly. That would be better. Marginally, insignificantly means very little change, maybe 2-3% only. All right? So these dramatically or considerably would be better. Significantly. Okay? And then here, yeah, I have no idea what you mean here. And also, like overall, you shouldn't you shouldn't include data in the overall. Okay, you just give like the general trends, and I don't understand. Were okay, difference. And then yeah, again numbers is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, but percentage is not the same as numbers. All right, very good. Generally this is very well written. Very good, well done, Madam. Mr. Jin, you were doing very well. Okay, good, and then suddenly. Okay, so you didn't have enough time. All right, because yeah, basically there is no data whatsoever or no description or presentation of data between 2005-2007, which for both groups are 2 very important years. All right, like the French group, they go up considerably, while the English group, they drop a large percentage. So anyway, so you didn't have time. So time management, need to make sure. Overall. Yeah, but it's, yeah, that's why. But your overall kind of like at the end of the day, because you're saying graduated in 2007. So how about, that's why your overall is not a good overall because you're focusing only on the year 2007. While an overall, that's the meaning of the word overall. It means like the whole thing. Yeah, the whole chart. What are the main trends, the main patterns? What is the big change, the big difference in the whole period? All right. So kind of like that's why in your overall you focused just on the year 2007. So that would, it sounds like a detail, even though you wrote the word overall. All right. So okay. But other than that, this is you actually this time compared to your previous days, this is actually very good. I remember last time you wrote a task 1, I couldn't understand anything. So this one is actually very good. All right, well done, Miss Hung. You have a little bit of a trend, even in task 1, task 2. Every time we write, you use a lot of words that do not fit, like craving. You crave for food, for example, for something that is like an uncontrollable desire. Like, for example, an alcoholic, they will crave for beer or wine or something like that. So crave means like something, a feeling, a strong feeling that you cannot control, that you need something. All right. Other than that, this is quite good. But these who were at the first year craving for their job, it doesn't have a meaning because of this word here. Other than that, this is quite good, but nowhere near.
I don't have time to.
Yeah, that's why we need, most of us, we need a lot of time management, because most of us were running out of time. She did it at home, so no problem for her, but here, out of time, like you have like what, 50 words maybe, 50, 60 words, basically just very few details. Yours is okay. Out of time, so kind of like this will affect your score a lot. So we need to make sure that we get to 150 words. All right. Otherwise, we will lose a lot of points just because we don't have enough words.
I don't understand this one.
Yeah, because the chart shows percentages. You see, it doesn't show number. Right? So that's why percentage means the same as a rate. Right? So rate, percentage, proportion. Right?
But teacher, we can count the percentage, so why we remove the S?
Because you have a specific number, and we would never say percents. The percent is, you can never say percents. The percentage, yes, but percent is a word that is added to one specific number, and when you have the specific number, we never use percents in plural, okay? Because it's actually like this is the symbol, and this symbol is called percent, okay? Not percents. Okay? Turn down, turn down means you don't accept something. Okay. So other than that, this is okay, but definitely, your overall is also okay. Other than that, but need to make sure we finish. Other than that, very good, Mr. Sun. Okay. You know why? This is, you see, this is exactly the same. Exactly the same as in the task. Yeah, you have to paraphrase. If you don't paraphrase, they will just eliminate your introduction. Okay, out. So you always need to make sure that whatever, like for example, this is the topic. This is the topic, and this is also kind of like you can use this as well when you're writing your introduction, but you need to make sure you paraphrase it, all right? Or find a different way to say it, because if you say it exactly like this, you see, first year teachers with regular teaching jobs, that's exactly the same way it says here. So that is not good. This paragraph, his first body paragraph, if you want to take a look, is a little bit different than how she did it, but is very short paragraph, 2 sentences, but it contains all the key information in that paragraph. So it's a very, very well written paragraph. Both paragraphs are well written, so that is very good. Your overall is really, really weak.
Enough time.
Everybody running out of time. So kind of like your body is amazing, very well written, but your introduction and your overall, they need more work. Okay, and handwriting. Yeah, difficult to read.
I was absent Friday.
Huh?
I was absent last Friday.
Oh, you were absent last Friday. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so do it anyway. Do it and give it to me on Friday so that you have a practice before we do the final test next week. Yeah, also out of time. This is nowhere near 150 words. Yeah, I just rewrote this in a more exact way. This doesn't make much sense. Figures like had a dramatic fall. We don't say had a dramatic fall. Experienced, showed, suffered, or something like that. Okay, dramatic fall. Okay, and then here just to add some extra information, like for example the lowest point in the entire graph, and then here you say slight fall. 70 to 55. That's not a slight fall. That is a.
I mean, a small.
That's not small. From 70 to 55%. That's not small. It's a huge drop. Okay, because I mean, you're talking that here. You see, they had 70% of people, of teachers, had a job, and then suddenly, in 1 year, that percentage falls down to just 55%. So that is a huge difference, all right? Okay. And yeah, of course, we need to make sure that this gets much longer. So as of right now, the only people that have got enough words in the 20 minutes that we spent here in class is Ngọc and Mr. Sun. Okay. Other than that, I'm not counting you because you did it at home. But the ones of you who did it here with 20 minutes, all of you, you were not able to get it done in 20 minutes. So we need to make sure we get that done. All right. On the day of the test, you need to make up your mind faster. Okay, it seems to me that you spend a lot of time thinking about the information and then you run out of time. You need to decide quicker so that you can spend more time writing. All right?
Because when we finish one test and they will collect the paper.
No, they will collect the paper after you finish task 1 and task 2, but you have 1 hour. All right? But you should. Here you see most people, they spend more than 20 minutes to do the task 1. There are two problems with that. Task 1 is 150 words, okay, and task 2 is 250 words. Number 2, task 2 is worth 2/3 of the score, right? So if you write a good task 1 but a terrible task 2, your writing score is still going to be bad. All right? So that's why we always advise that you should spend more time on task 2. 1, because it's more important, and 2, because it's longer. It's 250 words. Okay? So kind of like, I know that a lot of people, they spend 30 minutes or even 40 minutes on task 1 because you have to analyze data, and then later they rush task 2, and then it doesn't make sense. All right. So, in as much as possible, we really should try to get it done in 20 minutes. All right. Okay. Miss Gag. Hello, Miss Gag.
Yes.
Okay. Up to here, actually very good. But then here, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
During this time, the percentage of French teachers went to the lowest point in 2002. But in 2007 is the lowest point. Yeah, so okay, and went up again. Right, so between 2001 and 2003, there was a considerable drop, followed by a slight rise in 2005. All right? So that would be the best way to say it. There was between 2001 and 2003, there was a considerable drop, followed by a slight increase. Yeah, and then period. All right, and then yeah, this is like really not long enough. All right, very good. Okay. Now. Okay, we'll cut this now. So we go to